Structural integrators have created SI Xchange for Revit Structure and STAAD.Pro. SI Xchange is a link between Revit Structure and STAAD.Pro, allowing any models created in Revit Structure to be exported to STAAD.Pro for analysis and design, and then any changes made in STAAD.Pro can be re-imported into your Revit Structure model. In this video, we will be covering the features of that link. The export from Revit Structure will include any structural members such as beams, columns, braces, and walls. The structural member properties, steel or concrete materials, member orientations, end conditions will also be exported. Members that are continuous, such as continuous beams and multi-story columns, will be automatically segmented for use in STAAD.Pro. In the model you can see steel beam members, steel braces, steel columns. At the center of the building we have concrete walls. You can also see many different loads being applied to the members. Structural loadings such as point loads, line loads, and any of the load cases and load combinations. Also boundary conditions, fixed pinned or roller supports will be considered. And there's also an option to consider any isolated foundations that you have in the model as support conditions. Another automated feature during the export will be a member support check. Once the model is complete in Revit Structure and we're ready to use SI Xchange, we can simply go to the Add-ins menu, and here we can see the SI Xchange ribbon where we can choose Export to STAAD.Pro. You can see in the dialog box we have a STAAD file that will be created. We simply then choose Export. Here you can see the member support check is complete. In the summary, how many beams and columns were exported, as well as braces, walls, load cases, point loads, line loads. We will review the model in STAAD.Pro. We can see the column sections, beam sections, the releases at the end of the beams, the properties for the beams, the grade 50 steel that we had selected. You can even see the loading that we had specified. Here you can see the 10-inch plate elements that were brought into STAAD.Pro. Finally, you can also see the supports that were chosen in STAAD.Pro for what we had modeled in Revit Structure, being the fixed supports. Once we have our analysis and design complete and our member size is updated, we can then save the file in STAAD.Pro. Finally, we will import any changes back to Revit Structure. Any member sections that have been updated, column orientations that have been changed, any new materials or material assignments, or any wall materials and wall thicknesses can be re-imported into Revit Structure. Here we can simply do an import from STAAD.Pro. Choose the file location for the updated STAAD model and the SIX file that corresponds to that. And once that is complete, you can see any column sizes. Here in this model we had all 88 of them imported. And here you can see the updated sizes in the model. And that will complete the overview of SI Xchange and the link between STAAD.Pro and Revit Structure.